Hey guys, come on in. Looking for some pictures that I printed, but I'm not finding them. Oh well. That's what happens when you fly by the seat of your pants. We'll see who we get in here. See if I can find us. Yep. It says I'm live. Hi Diane. Hi Carly. Let me turn it down. How are you guys? I need to move that camera over just a little bit. When you have your phone backwards, I feel like it's a little bit crooked. When you have your phone backwards, it's kind of squirrely. And I cleared off my shelves today because I'm going to take some stuff to a consignment. So now I feel like it looks like it's naked up here. So let's put those up there. That bothers me. It shouldn't bother me, but it bothers me. I had to go to a meeting today, so, and it just got over. Then I came home at 7:45. Hey, Lori. And I said to my husband, did you pick up food in Hastings? And he said, no. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. So 7:45, I had to whip up some tacos. You know, it's Taco Tuesday. And so here's some things I'm going to be cutting out. This is a Christmas ornament. Isn't that cute? I think everybody could use that for some time or another, couldn't ya? That just looks fun to me. And then I have other pictures, but this is the vintage gingerbread, and that's the tiered tray. And this is little houses. They come two in the set, and they have little votives behind them. And I printed off more pictures of that, and I cannot find them. They've got to be here somewhere, but maybe I took them in the house. And then I cut this out today, this jar. Hello, Summer. Isn't that cute? So we can do that. That's a big one. It's almost, it's a whole sheet of wood. And this is the tiered tray to that set. Hello, Summer. I thought those looked like fun. I was cutting stuff out all day today, just kind of trying to get back into the swing of it, and I picked up new files while I was gone in the clubs that I'm in, and so I wanted to see what some of those things look like. But this is the transfer that we're going to do tonight, and it's called Betsy Ross's Flag Company, and we're going to do it on a shiplap board. So we'll just see how that goes. So how have you guys been? It's been a crazy, oh my God, you guys. So we got home last night, like at 5 o'clock, and we rushed to get home to get our dog because we didn't want her to have to stay another day in dog jail, is what we call it. Dog prison, which is, you know, the place is fine, but she hates it. And so she just frets and frets when she has to go, and we feel terrible to make her go. So we hurried. We literally got there. Actually, I called ahead of time to see if they were open until 5:30. I said, just checking to make sure you're going to be there till 5:30. And she goes, well, actually, we close at 5. And I was like, oh, okay. And I think I knew that. I think their old hours were 5:30, and they changed to 5. They open up a half hour earlier. So I'm glad I called, because then they knew we were coming. So I said, well, we are on our way, and we should be there by 5. John says, we aren't going to be there by 5. And then he goes, well, maybe. And we literally pulled into the dog place at like 4:54 or something like that. So she didn't have to stay another night. Oh my God, you guys. She was, well, first of all, when John goes in to get her, she can hear his voice, so she's in the other room. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. She knows it's him. It's so funny how they know that. I'm just going to fuzz this a couple times, because it's brand new, and it's going to stick good. I'll do it one more time. So anyway, we had a good trip. Door country is beautiful. Wisconsin door country. Oh my God, she licked us. She licks John like crazy. I think she likes to lick his face because of his rough beard, you know. And he always cracks the window and lets her stick herself out the window, and it scares the crap out of me, because I'm scared to death she's going to go out. You know, she's going to climb out. So I know that on these dips, it's going to bleed probably, because there's a gap there, you guys. And it's going to be a peel, a paste and peel, and we're going to use Home, which is our blue, and I don't know if I want candy apple red. I must be out of cherry. So I guess candy apple it is. I'm going to get that gunk out of there. Big old goober in there. The wedding we went to was very nice. It was a friend of ours. He's been married a couple times. She'd been married one time. Her husband passed away, and they found each other and fell in love, and he decided to give her another go. So good for them, you know, good for them. So this rope is going to be blue. The stars and the line are going to be red. We're going to see how well we do that. So we're going to get out our multi-tools. Man, I've got 4 of those babies, and I just bought like 3 more. Go figure. So let's do the blue. And then we're going to do some gold. Nominee. We were in Chicago because we flew from Green Bay. On our way out there, we flew from Omaha to Detroit to Green Bay. And on the way home, we flew from Green Bay to Chicago to Omaha. So we were able to, and I need to tell you, you know what, that's going to have to go like that, because I already got it on that star. we weren't very long in Chicago, and we had to go from the L gate to H, and it's in O'Hare, so it was a walk. And you know, they don't even have moving sidewalks. I thought that was odd. To speed you along. In Vegas, they have moving sidewalks. So when you walk, you're like doubling your speed. Oh my Lord, I'm getting these stars. Maybe I should make these stars blue. You know what? I think I will. I'm going to make those stars blue. And we'll make that line red. Because it's going to be a lot easier. Lot easier. So we were going to have our treasure trove meeting tomorrow night, but they changed it to tonight, so that worked out fine. But we always get gabbing and we go longer than we should. I'm going to raise this up because I have a sneaky, oh, I didn't get those stars though. So we were in Chicago, like, well, our plane was, and then it took forever to get out of there. You know what they did, you guys? So we got upgraded to first class from Detroit, or from Green Bay to Chicago, but it didn't matter because first class is really not first class. We were in row 1, so really the only benefit was we got a glass of water because they said the trip was too short to serve drinks. So we couldn't get coffee or anything. And then I already got it on that line too. What a goofball. I'm going to raise that up. So I don't want that to dry in there. I didn't do too bad. Yeah. So then this week, Stella's got a ball game last night and tonight and tomorrow night and Thursday night. So I won't be here tomorrow night because I'm going to go to her game, and I'll probably go to her game on Thursday night because I did not go to her game last night or tonight because we needed to have this board meeting. And we have family coming this weekend and friends coming this weekend to stay with us. So I had to go upstairs and tear the bedding off the beds. And I got that going this afternoon. I still have another bed. I have 2 more beds to tear down, but that got me started anyway. I had to go to the dermatologist this morning. And I go to the dentist tomorrow morning and get prepped for a crown. Supposed to go to my class lunch tomorrow at noon, but I think I'm going to pass on that. I told him I was going to pass because, first of all, I'm going to feel like crap after getting prepped for that crown. And it's this tooth right here, so it's going to be right up here. Those shots suck. I'm not going to lie. But my dentist is retiring at the end of the month. And I have put this crown off for years, like literally years. And I want him to do it before he goes. And he's going at the end of June. So he'll do my crown. 2 weeks I'll have it put on. And I have that done on that Wednesday of that week. Can't think of what day, June 25th, I think it is the day that he puts the crown on. And June 26th, I leave for ChalkCon, Thursday. I drive to Kansas City. For ChalkCon. So June is crazy. I wish I could rest, Lori. So today I went to the dermatologist, but Lori, I didn't have to have anything burned off today. She said everything looked good. I think last time I had a few things cooked off. Today she said, "You're good for a year." And my car got fixed after my dumb mistake. But while we were gone, our helper at the furniture store in the funeral home, we got an order in for carpet one morning. Actually, it was the morning after we left. And she went to move the van out of the garage and cut the corner too short and did damage on the back of the van. So that's going to have to go in and get repaired. That'll probably be a lot of money. I'm going to do these. I better not. I better wait. Probably pressing my luck. Press my luck, like that game. All right, let's get some red. So flag company and the stripes on the flag. And then that little line around the edge. So, let's see. I guess I'll do the words. June is crazy for me. My kids got home from Italy yesterday, same day we did, I bet my little grandsons were so glad to see their mom and dad. After like 18 days, they hadn't seen their mom and dad. And they are literally home for like 2 weeks, and then they're going to fly to Brazil. The boys and their mom is. And then Josh will go later. Like, I think they might be there a couple weeks, and then he'll show up and stay a week or two. I don't know. I don't know the exact days. But he's going to go, and then he's going to fly home with them. So he'll go alone, but he'll fly back with them. And they're going to go alone. But Mama has been to Brazil so many times, I don't think it's a big deal for her. I think it's more of a big deal if you don't speak the language. And she can speak Portuguese like nobody's business. Okay, I'm going to peel that one up. So the reason why I peel it up is because I don't want it to dry in the screen. Because if it dries in the screen, then you're going to pull it up. You're going to pull the paste up. So I had to buy a dress for this chalk couture thing. They have I've been invited to go to a dinner, and the dinner is, you wear pink, and you wear a tiara, or maybe we all do that, I don't know. So I had to order a tiara, because I am not a tiara girl, not at all. And I got my dress, and I'm kind of okay with it. It's pink, but it's got a small floral print on it. So that says Betsy Ross. It's the Betsy Ross flag company. Look like that. There we go. All right. So I got that line. Not too sure about that. Let's see how that goes. I feel like that's not laying down flat. There we go. Okay. So I want that little line around the outer edge to be red. This weekend we'll have that golf tournament. It's my husband's best friend's golf tournament. Yeah, I didn't have anything burned off. I was so excited. God, when she pulls out that can of freezer stuff, kind of freaks me out a little bit. That kind of hurts. I mean, I get it. It's just for a second, but because she hits me and then she moves me and then she hits me again. And today she didn't have to do anything. Okay, let's see if we got it. Got it! Yay! We got it. My car came back today too. That got fixed. They fixed it while I was gone. It's good as new again. I think it's almost a miracle what a body guy can do to your car. I mean, you can't even tell that I hit anything. They do some amazing work. And our reunion was a success. And we made our $25,000 endowment. Actually, we went over, and we're going to go even more over because we're meeting this next Wednesday for our last meeting, our last reunion meeting, and we will take whatever we have left in our account and we will donate it to that endowment. So we will be giving a scholarship each year to a kid from the class of 75. And basically, it was done by 36 people. So like 10% of the class paid for that $25,000 endowment. I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, so now let's see how much I screw this up. This little line here should be blue. I feel like it's going to be purple. Because I'm probably going to pull some red in there. Let's get rid of that and use this. Old Glory stitching. That gingerbread stuff is so cute, Diane. You're going to love that. Since 1776. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. I bled over there, but I'm going to fix that. Okay. So the star part is blue. Just remember, when you do something that is detailed like this, paste and peel is the way to go. Boy, I'll tell you, that Garrett's popcorn is to die for. I ended up taking it out of the bag that they gave it to me in and split it out into baggies. I think I have 3 or 4 baggies. that stuff is yummy. Whew. Like, delicious. Got paste on my finger. Ooh, got blue in it. Gosh darn it. Take that off. We have garage sales here this weekend too. I think they said there's 25 or something in our town. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. So I'll put a cart link in the top of this description with these items if you guys would like to try them. You are welcome to do that on my chalk site. I got some new transfers while I was gone, and we had a launch, most requested. So I've got some transfers coming too. One is the cutest little Highland cow. It says barn hair, don't care. But it's a size A transfer, so it's a small one. But it's cute as can be. Okay, I'm going to raise that up. Then we just have some gold left. Then I'm going to go in and eat a taco. Sounds good to me. So I'm going to do this handmade over here. Hand. That's in gold. This nominee is amazing. Made, hand, and then made over here. And then this little long may she wave. Looks like a seal of approval or something like that. Like a seal. So you guys, we stayed on an island in a cottage, no TV. My husband and I looked at each other. We're like, the lady comes in and shows us around, you know, shows everything to us, and then she goes out the door, and my husband said, "Do you see a TV?" I'm like, "I don't see a TV anywhere." So we said something to the couple that we were there for their wedding, and they said, yeah, no, there's no TVs. I mean, there is, but, you know, like the locals have TVs, but when you come to stay, there's no TVs. It's like, oh my God. We had to sit and look at each other and, like, carry on a real conversation. They said at first, you know, it's kind of bug you, but you'll get used to it. I was like, you know, John's not one that really likes to go hiking or shopping, or but we did do some things. It was fun. Not exactly what I would have chosen for my anniversary trip, but it was his friend and he wanted to go. So I'm fine with it. It was an experience. It was an adventure. We went over on a ferry, so we had to drive on to the ferry, and then it carries your car across. That was weird. And these people that do that, that's how they live. And you guys, it's $60 to go over and back. So every way you go is $15, and it's $15 a person. So it was, or was that what it was? It was $60, and then, I don't know, it might be 15 for 2 people, but something like that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That is cute. I'm going to set this down here on my paper. I'll take that in and wash it. You guys, I got a little bleed right there though. That bums me out. I'm going to take my detail tool, the tip, and dip it into the gold. And up here on the Betsy Ross, I caught some red right there. So I'm just gonna dot that in over the top of that with the gold. Perfect. I don't know what that is, but it needs to get off of there. There we go. Let's see. Better wipe that off. So that's what we have. I see there's a little bleed right there. I feel like I want to grab, I don't know if I can get off some of it with a Q-tip. Might even be able to get all of it. I squirt some water. Where's my squirter? You know what? I think that's good enough. Cool beans. All right, I want to grab my stamp pad over here, my ink, and I want to go around the edge. Let's dry it first, though, so I don't smear something up. Isn't that cute? I think it looks cute. Remember I did that thing last year on that floor tile? I thought about doing it on that too, and that would be cute on there. Even if it was just in black, it would be, you know, you don't have to do all the colors. Even in black would be fine too. So I just take this ink and I just kind of go along the edge to just kind of distress it a little bit. And really hit the corners, because that would be kind of what you would, you know, that'd be how you'd probably find it, would be more distressed on the corners. You could even kind of so I think that's probably good, guys. These edges are already distressed a little bit. So I think that's going to be good. There you go. Isn't that cute? I like that. I like that a lot. Better than I thought. Thanks, Diane. Alrighty. So you guys, I won't be here tomorrow night. I'm going to go to Stella's game, and Thursday night probably too. She's also got a game on Thursday night. So Grandma and Grandpa need to go to those things. So I will see you when I see you. Maybe I'll try to get on Friday. We'll see how that goes, because I have lasagna to make and food to cook for people. So it's great to see you guys. I miss you guys when I'm not here. I love you all so much, and I appreciate you all coming in. And again, if you see any of the wood behind me, or you see anything on my DIY Crafty Sarah's wood shop, just let me know, and I can cut it out for you. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. See you next time, guys. Bye.